Good afternoon, Balance Beamers. Let's grow to glow. So today's my first video on spirituality. And before I get into it, a lot of people, they ask, isn't spirituality for like those weird people with crystals? But no, spirituality is actually, it's very practical. It can be used in your day-to-day life. A lot of it's based on science too. So today I'm talking about vibration. Now, have you ever had one of those days where just, you get angry at everything? You're driving home and there's an old grandma in front of you and you're just cursing at her. Or you get home and argue with your family, or you rant like to your friends on Snapchat about your work. Or have you ever had one of those days where negative thoughts reverberate around your head all day? Like, I can't do this. I'm not good enough. This is taking forever. And sometimes you have those days where you feel amazing and bulletproof and everything good happens to you. Like you hit every green light, or your boss tells you to leave work early, or you meet that person you've been needing to talk to, just randomly they show up and there they are. All this has to do with your vibration. So before I get into what vibration is, I want to talk about energy first. Everything in this universe is made of energy. We know this because of Albert Einstein's E equals mc squared equation that states that energy equals matter times the speed of light squared. Now, that means that every atom in this universe is equal to the amount of energy times the mass of the atom times the speed of light squared. I'm not a physics major, so I probably just triggered a lot of people out there. But you get the point. Matter is energy. It's also why you can't destroy anything in a chemical reaction like we learned in grade 10 science. So, since everything is energy, we also must know that energy has different wavelengths or frequencies, right? So a microwave is a super low frequency, long traveling wave. Or we can think about a UV ray, which is a high frequency, high energy wave that can tan our skin. So what does this relate to people? Well, since people are made of matter, and matter is made of energy, that means all humans also have a frequency. We also all have a vibration. And this is based on many factors related to our lifestyle. So what can vibration affect? Vibration can affect your emotions, your mood, your instincts, your beliefs, what happens to you, like good or bad. Now they made an arbitrary scale called the emotional scale of vibration, and it's from 0 to 1,000. Some say it goes to infinity. And certain emotions have different levels of vibration in the vibrational scale. So if you look at the low end of the scale, I just made these numbers up myself, but I say 0 to 300. We have lower vibrational people. These people are going to be feeling emotions of shame and disgust, sadness, anger, jealousy, things like that. Their actions in their life, they're going to, whether consciously or unconsciously, they're going to commit physical violence on people. They might steal from people. They might slander about people. They really have this animal-like, selfish, instinctual, or worldview, their beliefs. So they believe that this is a man-on-man world, and that everyone is out to get them, and that every single person is just a new individual to take advantage of. So you get past that level, and you go into the medium vibrational people. So I say that ranges on the scale from 300 to 600, somewhere right and around there. Now, these are your average, ordinary, day-to-day people. Nothing wrong with them. They make up 99% of the planet. Your middle vibrational people, they work a 9-to-5 job, they go home and have dinner with their family, they like to watch maybe a little bit of sports on the TV afterwards, or maybe go on their phone. Diet doesn't really matter too much to a middle vibrational person. They eat well, they don't eat too much junk food, they don't go to fast food too much, but, pizza here and there, oh yeah. Maybe buy fish sticks for dinner. Not all the time, sometimes. A middle vibrational person, they really react with politics, so they're involved in politics. They watch the news a lot. Like I said, they watch sports. They're just involved in our general media. And yeah, that's your middle vibrational person. That's the day-to-day 99.9% of the planet. So you reach beyond that point, and you go above. So I say this is from 600 and up. You have high vibrational people. These are people who feel emotions of joy. They feel emotions of forgiveness, compassion, knowing, serenity. Every single day for a high vibrational person is a new day to grow and expand their potential, whether it be through diets or exercise, meditation, through study, through mindfulness, practicing discipline. A high vibrational person treats every single person with the utmost respect. Even people who, grind their gears, they still treat them with the most respect possible, because they realize that their outer world is just a reflection of their inner worlds. So how you are on the inside is how you treat people on the outside, and that's what you get back. If you've ever heard of the saying, you get what you give, that's exactly it. If you're a jerk, people are jerks to you. If you're nice, people are nice to you, usually. You will have the occasional person who's rude no matter what. Those people just don't even worry about them. A high vibrational person thinks about all their actions. They plan their sequence of events. They know the next thing to do in their day, every single day, to keep growing and spread positivity around to the people around them, and to bring joy to themselves every single day. A high vibrational person won't work a 9-to-5 job. They realize that their energy is precious. Every single person around them wants a little bit of their energy because they give so much loving kindness to everyone else, and that if they were to work a job, that would be giving all their energy to their boss. They're better suited creating their own ventures, whether it be artistic or financial, creating a product, being a counselor, anything. They just create their own because they realize their loving fan base, their loving customers get it back way more energy than they could ever give to their boss. And they receive that energy back from their customers or from their fans or from their family even. A high vibrational person, very importantly, is connected with their soul story. So they know what they came on this planet to do, or they're learning. A high vibrational person might be an amazing musician, and they know the steps they need to take to bring that to the next level, to start getting a following, start getting a fan base, right? They know that I work a job now, I save up a little bit of money so that I can start selling this product, and then I can work my job less to have a little more time so I can write some more music. And then I start uploading my music onto servicing streams or streaming services, everything. And it goes on and on. They plan their life. They know the next step to take. High vibrational people manifest and attract a positive reality for them every single day. Because remember, what is on the inside is on the outside. A high vibrational person treats every single person they meet as if it's the most important conversation they can have. And they get that energy back. Every single person they see on the streets and talk to, they'll remember them. People don't just forget people, right? Especially when someone's kind. So their whole life is this series of positive events. As they talk to the next person, they meet the person they've met before, who they were already nice to in the past, and oh, voila, they get back positive energy. Your whole life is this transactional of happy, positive energy. And it's a self-perpetuating loop, because when you get it back, you want to give it out more. Now that you know what vibration can do for you in your life, you want to know how to raise it. So the first thing you can do to raise your vibration is exercise. Exercise is incredible for raising your vibration. Myself personally, if I'm ever feeling sluggish or tired, even going on a 20-minute walk instantly peps you up. I think everyone knows that feeling. We can all relate. Just moving in general. Exercise helps raise your vibration by clearing out old, dirty energy from your body. So if you had eaten junk food the day before, you burn some of that off and it's out of your system, right? We are what we eat. Our cells are literally made of what we eat. It helps pump blood and oxygen around your body to all your vital tissues, all your vital organs. Your brain gets an influx of oxygen. You feel awake. You feel great. Your muscles get blood. They're pumped up. You feel warm. You feel good to go. And lastly, exercise naturally raises your energy levels. So as you become more fit, you can just do more in a day because nothing really tires you out that much. And another incredible benefit of exercising during the day is that falling to sleep at night is a lot easier. So lastly, I want to say one more thing about exercise, and this is very important. Exercising raises your self-esteem in two ways. You know you did something positive that day. You feel great about yourself. But secondly, you know what? It is a little bit about the looks. You look at yourself in the mirror and you go, I look pretty good. What's going on with me, right? You feel better about yourself. That raises your vibration instantly. Second is you want to focus on your diet. Diet is huge for vibration. Diet will basically be one of the overall arcing patterns of your life, whether you have high vibration or whether you have low vibration. You must think, we are what we eat, literally. If you don't eat, you die of starvation. And that's not because your stomach just is some magical void it has to fill or otherwise you die. It's because your cells are made of components of what you eat, and you will die without it. Every 7 years, give or take, some cells are a little bit longer, some cells are a lot shorter. Some cells never replace themselves, but if you amalgamate the whole human body, and most of it falls into this, every 7 years, your body replaces every single cell. So you're a new human being on a physical level. That means that if you change your diet today, in 7 years' time, you are going to be an entirely new physical being created on what you're eating. So if you're eating junk food, right, the deep fried foods, the fast foods, the foods that come frozen in the freezer and you put it into the microwave, the candy, the pop is huge, never drink pop. All those processed foods, they're not real food. They're made of man-made chemicals. They're fake. They're full of additives and preservatives. Your body starts to become fake, starts to become processed over time. This lowers your vibration. Your brain cannot function on processed foods rather than healthy whole foods, like an assortment of high-quality animal products, a color of fruit and vegetable every single day. You should be getting, moderate your carb intake, I think personally, but eat whole, healthy carbs. Stay away from that processed wheat. Stay away from, lots of sweet or buns, like pasta. That's really processed, refined wheat. Stay more towards whole grains, like potatoes, not really a grain, but a carb. Potatoes are fantastic. You can eat rice. I'm getting off topic. But as long as you eat a whole foods, healthy diet, just eat real food, you will notice an incredible change in your vibration in 1 week. Just ask yourself, if you ate pizza for 3 days, or you ate chicken, carrots, and rice for 3 days, which one's going to make you feel better? Instantly you know. Number 3 is sleep. You need to be getting good sleep. I call sleep the energy of your reality. If you get a bad night's sleep, the whole next day is just, what's going on? Right? You have no idea. You're underwater. You're slow because you lack reality energy. Your brain recreates itself at night. Your body recreates itself at night. If you're not recreating yourself every single day, you start to degenerate. You feel terrible. You feel tired, sluggish. You can't focus. We all know what it feels like to get a bad night's of sleep. Some things you can do to get a good night's sleep is not use electronics. I say at least an hour before bed, but 2 hours would be fantastic. The blue light coming from our screens highly stimulates our brain and prevents the release of melatonin. You can read books, do any sort of calming activity before bed. This also helps you pick up new hobbies and learn things. So, draw a picture, read a book, play cards with your family. How often do you talk to your family before bed? I need to do it more myself, but it's something I'm working on. And lastly, you gotta stop late night snacking. Late night snacking might, help you fall asleep because you feel so tired and sluggish, but there's actually a lot of new science showing that it takes more energy to digest food than you get out of it while you're sleeping. Because your brain it takes a lot of energy for your brain to actually regenerate itself, regenerate your muscles. So as you're digesting that food, it's taking away up to 40% of your body's energy to heal itself. And you didn't need to sleep on that food anyways. That also causes insulin resistance. That's for another topic. Number 4 is you gotta practice meditation. Meditation, I say, is medicine for your consciousness. Meditation is going to help you remove those negative thoughts, those negative emotions, negative moods that come up. You just relax. Everything becomes still. Your mind becomes clear. And these overarching negative loops that repeat in your head, they start popping up. And you start questioning them. Why am I feeling this? Where is this coming from? It really helps you digest all those negative thoughts and, learn from where they're coming from without the perspective of your ego. Because when you're meditating, the goal of it is to turn off your ego. You're supposed to judge. You're supposed to listen to every thought without judgment. When we're sober, when we're not meditating, you feel a negative emotion, so someone is driving in front of you slowly, and you say, I hate this person, speed up. Well, that's for your ego. You want them to speed up for you. But in more meditative state, which you can do in your day-to-day, you look at them and go, this person's a slow driver. There's nothing I can do about it. Meditation also helps you clear your mind 24/7 all day. Increase those intuitive, smart, interesting thoughts that just, randomly pop up in your head sometimes. Mastering meditation can help you master your emotions and your mood all day. With meditational practice, you can actually just raise your vibration throughout your own thoughts. So, one thing you should do for meditation is meditate at least every morning or every night. I like to do both. First thing in my day, I sit down, breathe in some air, relax my mind, clear it. I organize my thoughts, my plans for the whole day. It really just kind of sets me in a positive direction during my day. Also, meditating at night, super great way to relax. Okay, number 5 is you must practice discipline. Practicing discipline helps in all other faculties of raising your vibration. Practicing discipline might mean working on your diets, working on going to the gym, working on your sleep schedule, working on your studying, working on your hobbies, working on anything positive and removing anything negative. I'm quoting another YouTuber here. If it doesn't help you grow, it has to go. Practicing discipline really helps you give away those things that you love. Those negative habits you have that, sometimes in moderation are okay. But when you have those full days of binge watching TV for no reason, or you party every single day for 5 days, you have a bender, you feel bad about yourself, right? You feel crappy. You shouldn't be doing that stuff. It takes discipline sometimes not to do that. It also takes discipline to keep doing the positive things. I really, really recommend for discipline, start a martial art or start a sport. Sports and martial art teaches work ethic like nothing else, especially when it's for a team, because you will never let someone down more than you will let yourself. You can also start meditating. That helps with your discipline. Again, practice your diet, go to the gym, read books. Anything that's a positive, constructive habit over time, small little steps, small little increments will increase your discipline level. You'll get to the point where you'll see that amazing large pizza and you just binged yesterday, you don't deserve it this day, and you'll look at it and you go, I don't need it. That's discipline. Some people already have that. I wish I did. Lastly, and I think one of the most importantly, is you need to practice gratitude. So, count your blessings. Realize that if you're watching this video and you live in Canada, we're the 1% of the world. We're so lucky to live here. We have clean air to breathe. We have more space than any other country in the world per capita. We have everything. It is amazing to live in Canada. No matter how crappy your day feels, remember, you were blessed to be born here. And I don't mean that's a bad thing. You should just feel grateful about it. Privileged. I hate that word because it has a bad connotation. But, because it's a negative thing to be privileged. But remember, you can't choose where you're born. Just be grateful of it. Respect this place. That'll make you feel a lot better once you realize that. Secondly, with gratitude, you need to start writing down things you're grateful for every single day, right? You have these little things that just slip your mind, Your mom makes you an amazing dinner, and you feel so happy, you love it, and then you go downstairs and play video games and get really pissed off and forget about it. If we start writing down or becoming mindful of these things we're grateful for, when we're feeling down, we can kind of remember, your boss gave you a bad talk at work, and you're like, oh, well, that's really unfortunate, he's mad at me, but I had an amazing breakfast today. I went to the gym, and I don't know, I love my car. My car is great. Just things like that. It's the little things every single day we can see that start adding up and building up, especially if you write a gratitude journal. If you write those 3 things down every day, you can flip through that journal and just see thousands of things that you're grateful for, and you can remember them and be grateful for it, and that instantly raises your vibration. You'll feel better no matter what after being grateful for something. Lastly, with gratitude, sometimes life will kick you to the curb. When life gets you down, it's an opportunity to climb up higher than where you've ever been. You have to realize every time you fall down and there's a lesson to learn, it doesn't just happen randomly. Nothing happens to you. You are happening everything. That makes no sense. Basically, you cause everything in your life. There are random things that can happen, but chances are you did something to cause it, right? And when you fall down, you got to learn that lesson. You got to think, oh, I got a speeding ticket because I was speeding. I can say that one. I've gotten one, right? You need to learn those lessons. Be grateful for those lessons because you know you'll never make that same mistake again, and you're now a stronger person, and you keep going on higher than where you were before. Thanks for watching.